Verse 5, hypocrite, first remove the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. That's a word right there for somebody. Yo, what's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I just want to get straight into it today. So I just saw, I actually saw it last night, but I didn't really have the ability to do a video on it last night. Woke up early in the morning here in Ukraine, talking about it now. So the capital just got stormed, and yeah, I'm not here to talk about all the what caused it, what started it. The responses that I've been seeing from Christians, and it doesn't. I don't care what side you're on, whether you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. What I see and what I've been seeing is this hypocritical stance. This hypocritical stance. What do I mean by hypocritical stance? The left, when they're looting and they're rioting and then they're burning stuff, and they say, you know what, it makes sense. It's a reasonable response. I mean, it just makes sense. And then when the right loot, then they're like, oh my goodness, look at what they're doing. Look at this. This is terrible. This is horrible. How could they do this? Look at the right. But it's not just them who's doing it. The right's doing it. They're doing the same thing. They're calling out the looting and rioting when it has to do with Black Lives Matter and it has to do with these kind of people. But when they do it, it's just like totally fine. It's like not a big deal. It's like, well, the election was rigged, so of course we got to do it. Guys, this kind of stuff is what children do. This kind of stuff is what children do. And especially if you call yourself a Christian today, you should be able to call out sin where you see sin, even if it's in your own camp, even if it's in your own life, even if it's in your own house. You should be able to call out sin where there is sin. I heard this way of thinking. I don't know what to call it. But I heard this thing from Pastor Trey Van Camp. He said that Christians usually tend to lean one of two ways. This is unredeemably bad. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. Nothing could be good from these kind of people. Nothing could be good from that kind of movie. Nothing could be good from that kind of music. Or the opposite happens, where this is unimpeachably good. Everything about this is good. Every kind of idea. No, he could never do anything wrong. His motives are completely perfect. We tend to lean one of two ways. Unimpeachably good, and irredeemably bad. And actually, things just aren't that simple unless it's scripture. Unless it's God's words. Let me tell you this. One political party isn't unredeemably bad or unimpeachably good. You need to be able to see the good things from both sides, and you need to be able to see the flaws from both sides. You gotta do it. Because if you don't do it, you look like a hypocrite. And if you're a Christian, you blow your witness. And I just want to share this one little verse right here. This is Matthew 7. You've heard it before, but let me just put myself. You've heard it before. Why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your eye? You be saying, looting and rioting, oh my goodness, it's bad. But then when you do it, it's like, okay, No matter what side you're on. I'm talking to both sides right now. I'm talking to both sides. If you're a Christian today, and by the way, maybe this will help. The Democrats, they're not the heroes. The Republicans, they're not the heroes. Nobody's the hero. Jesus is the hero. So if you think that your side is the hero, the answer to the solution, the answer to the problem, you begin to call out the things in the other side, but you don't see your own. Because how could the hero have the problem? Jesus is the hero. Jesus is the solution. You're calling out a speck in your brother's eye, but you be walking around with a 2x4 sticking out of your face. Just whoop. Come on. Let's not be like this, guys. Let's not be like this. Verse 4. Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck out of your own eye? Hey, man, you guys really got to stop looting. You guys got to stop doing, and then you go do it. And I'm not saying that you're looting, but a lot of y'all are encouraging it. Well, it makes sense. It's a reasonable response. No, sin is sin. Sin is sin. And it comes from both sides. It comes from that side. It comes from this side. The thing about it is, if you're going to call out a speck in your brother's eye, you cannot be walking around doing the same thing. Why? Verse 5, because it makes you a hypocrite. If you're going to do it, first remove the plank from your own eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Guys, I don't care who started it. I don't care how it happened. I don't care how it got here. That kind of sounds like childish stuff to me. That sounds like childish stuff to me. Well, Billy started it, and she poked me, and she took my cracker, and who cares? Who cares who started it? Sin is sin. So it doesn't give you the right to do what you're doing. It doesn't give you the right to, if the thing was rigged, you can protest. I'm not against protesting. I'm not against standing up for the truth. But when it turns into looting, it turns into rioting. Sin is sin. Stop justifying your sin because your party is benefited from it. Stop. We're not left. We're not right. We're up. We're kingdom. We're Jesus. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the solution. Let's let his laws, his policies rule our life. Not any man's policies. Let's not be faked and pushed and given to the temptation to lean one side and think that our side is the God sent to save the world. Jesus is here to save the world. Stop picking your side. Start picking Jesus. Start picking the things that he stands for. I know that's not the most encouraging message, but I think it needed to be said. I hope that speaks to some of you. And let's not be hypocrites. Let's not blow our witness. If you want to see people come to Jesus, if you want to see this world changed, stop being hypocrite. Start standing up for Jesus' policies. Start standing up for what he says. And you can call out the sin in his life, but be able to call the sin in your life, in your side, in your party. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. YouTube. Love you. Peace.